night 14 of my road trip. I am here in Riding Mountain National Park. I'm super excited to be here. It is my 13th national park ever, which is super exciting. Today went a bit slower than I thought it would. So I drove here from Kenora.
As a kid, I used to live out by a lake, with lightning bugs collecting sticks and secret handshakes. I was invincible then, my heart so pure I had no fear. And those were the years that I hold so dear. And it felt so right, having you by my side. I would never waste your time on mine.
Should have been about a 5.5 hour drive, but somehow ended up taking me like 8, almost 9 hours. So that was the low point of my day. My drive didn't even feel long. It just like all of a sudden I was looking at the clock and I was like, it is 7 p.m. and like I'm just getting to the visitor center. Anyways, that was the low point. The drive just took long. The high point of my day was definitely getting here and getting to this site.
Those lazy days where we would sit out on the pier. The sky was wide open and everything was crystal clear. Anything that you would tell me, I just couldn't wait to hear. And we'd soak up the sun, smiling ear to ear.
Maybe like 20 minutes ago, someone drove by and told me that they had just driven a little ways down the road and seen 2 bears that looked to be about 1.5 to 2 years old. They ran away. They like ran into the bush when he drove by, and he went back and tried to find them and didn't see them. So that's all good, but I've decided to cook my dinner at the campsite next door that is empty instead of at my site. I don't know, out of an abundance of caution. Not that I plan to leave any food scraps, obviously. But it's pretty empty here, so I figured why not? Might as well cook next door. Still beautiful. I'm actually just going to reheat some spinach dip and maybe make something else. We'll see. I'm not that hungry, so. Also, let's see. I think it's late. Oh, it's 8:20, so. Here we go. I didn't know where I was gonna camp yet, and so I talked to the girl at the visitor center, and she gave me some options, and I decided to come here. It's Lake Audy campground. It just reopened for the first time in a couple years, and it is so peaceful. There's like basically no one else here. There's like a couple other sites that are occupied, and I just have a beautiful view of the lake. The sun is setting over the lake, and I'm excited because I'm also really close to the bison enclosure. Feeling good. I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm a little disappointed I only have 1.5 days here, basically 2 nights, because there seems like there's a lot to do. I think this park is gonna like be the most pleasant surprise of the trip. Like, I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't really do very much research on it, and so far it's beautiful. I recorded this once already, but it was really long, so I'm gonna try to go fast mode. This is a map of the park. Basically there's 7 sections of the park. West, Lake Audy, where we're camping now, Parkway, Wassa Gaming, Grey Owl, Agassiz, and Escarpment. Probably said some of those wrong. The problem is that there's some road closures. So this road right here to Lake Audy is closed. So we had to come all the way around here. And then this road is closed between Clear Spring Bog and the East Gate, which is very unfortunate because this is the trails that I wanted to hike tomorrow. I really want to go to the escarpment part of the park because that's where my sticker's based on. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Lots of choices though. Honestly, the highlight of my day might be yet to come because this might be the best sunset that I've gotten yet on this trip, but we'll see. Okay. Gonna enjoy this beautiful campsite. With my bear spray. And my air horn. It's just over there. Gotta stay safe from the bears. Good night. Wait, I almost forgot. Look at the view.
Do you ever think about that time when we were young? Everything we dreamt of being, we had so much fun. I don't wanna lose your love. I've been wishing on the stars above. If I go back in time far enough, I know that I would find you.
I'm gonna sleep now. Good night again. Okay, it is night 15 of my road trip. I'm still here in Riding Mountain National Park. I had a very busy day today. We survived the night. Slept okay. Not the best sleep, but not the worst. Probably better than I would have in my car, so all good. It got pretty chilly, so I was glad that I bundled up. And now we're gonna make some breakfast and then go on a safari. Go out on a limb here and guess that it's bison. Crazy. Way up to 2,400 pounds. Pocket gophers. Maybe that's what I saw yesterday. Or a ground squirrel. What is that? What in the Manitoba wildlife? No bison from the viewpoint today. Back to the car! So this is the only spot that you're allowed to get out of your car. And the girl did say, like, if you do get out, like you should be good on the bison front, but like make sure you carry your bear spray because there can be bears in the area. So make some noise. It's fine talking to you. and, you know, carry your bear spray, which I have right here. And I also have my air horn. That was so insanely cool. I like need to go on a African safari one day. I think I will lose my mind, probably cry. I have now seen 3 big beautiful deer driving from the bison enclosure back to the town center, and all I got was one shaky blurry video of one of them, I think. Oh. Yeah, so the bison enclosure was a highlight for sure, and then I drove to the east gate. Had to take a detour because of construction and a road closure, but I made it and I hiked to the top of Bald Hill. I'm hiking. I'm going to be hiking the Reeves Ravine Trail, but to even get to the start of the Reeves Ravine Trail, you have to do a bit of a old gravel road walk. So I think it's about a 2-kilometer walk before you even really get to the official start of the trail. So that's what I'm doing now. Hopefully it's all worth it. Okay, we're doing one of these. I'm honestly not sure which one. I think Reeves Ravine to Bald Hill South Junction. I'm kind of just gonna get up there and see what it looks like. Boardwalk, is this so you can like do some cool parkour? Like, what is this? Never seen such a thing. Okay, this is where we're going. Reeves Ravine Trail to Bald Hill Trail Junction. 2.6 kilometers. The elevation has been it's been increasing, but it's very gradual, so it's been pretty chill. I've just been powering through, and yeah, nothing crazy in terms of elevation or terrain yet. Just gotta always watch where you step because of tree roots and stuff, but nothing major. Beautiful day. That is a big poo. Hope I don't find whatever left it. Oh my gosh, I just scared my first bear. I have goosebumps. It was just off the side to the trail there. And this is why I always make noise. Oh man, I had a feeling this trail would be the one. I'm just gonna move on out of the area. I guess I can call the video bisons and something and bears oh my now. I need to see a beaver. Bisons and beavers and bears oh my. Be a good one. 550 meters. Okay, we got stairs to finish her off. And we're at the highest point in Manitoba. Apparently, I think. Gonna need to fact check this, but that's what someone told me, so. On my way down, I googled whether or not Bald Hill was the highest point in Manitoba. It's not. Baldy Mountain is the highest point in Manitoba. So close, but no. Now we're going down. On that hike, I saw a bear. It was well behaved and ran away from me, so all good there. And then I drove back and I explored the town a little bit. And the other highlight of my day was that I had a veggie burger at a restaurant and it was so good. The restaurant was called 1929 and it was literally like one of the best veggie burgers I've ever had in my life. So, would recommend. And then I drove here to my campsite, which is at Moon Lake. Not as scenic as Audrey Lake was. Like there's no lakefront sites, but there are authentics, there's people camping here in trailers, and apparently there's also a bear in this campground. So, make sure you keep all your food packed away in the car, always, when you're camping. But the bears seem especially active here in Riding Mountain, so just something to be aware of. Okay, the low point of my day, I don't even know, low point was that I just like ran out of day. Like, it is 8:50 and I just finished setting up my tent. I should probably do some dishes, but I don't want to, so might leave them for tomorrow. And the mosquitoes have come out again. Last night was a nice break from the mosquitoes. So tomorrow morning I'm going to do a couple last things in the park before I leave. But yeah, that's all. I need to get away from these mosquitoes now. So. Good night. Good morning. I woke up a little bit ago and my tent was absolutely soaked from the morning dew. And so I decided to go for a bit of a hike. I was planning on doing it anyways. I'm just walking around Moon Lake, which is where I camped last night. So far, the girl at the visitor center was right. The hike is not really, like there's not really lake views. Like you're kind of just on a grassy, foresty trail. The lake is over there, but you can't really see it. I recommend if you want more lake views, the hikes around like the north and south shore of Clear Lake, and then also Bead Lakes. It's apparently really pretty. Unfortunately, I don't have time at this point to check them out, but I did see Clear Lake and it's beautiful, so things to know when you're coming to the park. I very rarely do this, but I'm turning around. I was gonna just go to the red chairs, but they're actually quite far, and honestly, this trail kind of sucks. It's kind of like on an angle like this for a lot of it, and it's wet because of like the morning dew, so I'm just gonna go back to my car. I've somehow like missed the red chairs. Like there were red chairs at Lake Audy where I stayed the first night. There are red chairs on Bald Hill that I somehow missed. There are red chairs just around the lake here. can't win them all. Maybe I'll find a set on my drive out. I don't know. Okay, we last minute found some red chairs at kilometer 49 on the highway. Nothing too special. I'm sure the other ones in the park were better, but we found some.